Alright, let's look at this problem called missing number. Given an array nums containing n distinct numbers in the range is 0 to n, return the only number in the range that is missing from the array. Okay, so the key thing here is there are n distinct numbers and in the range 0 to n. Okay. So this is an example. N equals to 3. That means there are three distinct numbers in the range 0 to 3. So 0 to 3, you can see there are n plus 1 numbers, right? Out of those n plus 1 numbers, definitely one number would be missing. So for example, n equals to 3, you can have 0, 1, 2, and 3. So clearly 2 is missing. So all numbers in the range 0 to 3. So the missing number in the range it does not appear. Oops. So 2 is the missing number in the range since it does not appear, right? This is another example where n equals to 2. So when n equals to 2, you can have 0, 1, and 2, and one of them is missing. How can we solve for this? And what is the biggest n that we can get? The biggest n is 10 to the power 4. There are a few follow-ups. Could you implement a solution using only O of 1 extra space complexity and O of n runtime complexity? So we have to do it in constant space. Okay. One of the things that I was thinking was, see, all numbers are occurring except once. There are a few things, right? One is, let's see. So length of the array equals to n and numbers are in range 0 to n. So basically out of these n plus 1 numbers, n numbers are present in the array. Right. So one of the things that come to my mind is how about I sum 0 to n plus 1? Like, sorry, how about I sum 0 to n? How about I sum the numbers in the array and whichever is missing, that would be the so I do something like s1 equals to sum 0 to n and s2 equals to sum of array. Oops. Then the missing number equals to s1 minus s2. How about that? This is O of n in time and O of 1 in space. Let's quickly see if this gets accepted. Like there's definitely one solution. So let's try and see if there's an issue with that. So we'll have total sum equals to 0 and we'll have array sum equals to 0. Now total sum you could do even use math to get it. So total sum is 0 to n, which is 1 to n. So I think it's either n plus 1 by 2 or n minus 1 by 2. So let's see. So 1 plus 2 is 3, which is okay. So let's see. Sum of numbers from 1 to n, right? 0 to n is same as 1 to n. So if n equals to 4, it's 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, which is equals to 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10. So is it what? 4 times 5 and n plus 1 by 2, right? That is working out. Yeah, so it's n plus 1 by 2. So you go total sum, you could directly do n times n plus 1 to like this by 2, and for array sum you can do for each int num in nums array sum plus equals to num, then you return total sum minus array sum. If I understood the problem correctly, that's what we are asked. Let's submit and see if this works. And it does seem to work. I wanted to check another way where this can be done, which is, can I do XOR? So another approach that I was thinking to use here is the use the idea that X, I don't know XOR, I think let's say this is XOR, right? So X, if you do XOR with itself, it is zero. So essentially, if you keep doing XOR, that's another way. Instead of sum, I don't know which is better, but like instead of basically doing sum, so essentially you have, let's say for n equals to 3, right? So you do just keep doing XOR. So you do, so you have 0, then 1, then 2, and then 3. And then let's say the array is 1, 2, 3, right? So 1, 2, 3 means 1, 2, 3. So they will cancel out because X XOR with X, if you XOR same something with itself, it will cancel out. So, and 0 XOR, and another bit is this is X. If based on these two conditions, all we can do is just keep doing XOR, right? That's another way. So that was one solution, and I am suggesting that another solution can be, so you do 0, now you do first for int I equals to 0, I is less than equals to n, I plus plus, answer equals to uh, I, and then you do also maybe I equals to 0, I is less than n, and I could do I plus 1, right? So for each, so I want to be able to add like yeah, I think this is correct, right? So I already took 0, then I'm taking from uh 1 to n using this, and these I'm taking through all the nums, and yeah, and you just do return answer. Let's see if this works. I'll first run. There's some doubts, but let's see. Yeah, submit. All right, this works as well. So that's good.